All right, guys, let's talk about this Nubwo N11 headset. It's relatively new to Amazon, and you can pick it up for a really, really good price for about $20 US. And I think you'll be really surprised about what this thing can do and the sound quality that you're going to get out of it. But there is a few cons to it. So without further ado, let's dive into it. Alright, so let's talk about the packaging. So it starts off, it's not too bad. It looks pretty sleek. It's better than just a plain cardboard box. So it's a plus. Again, we're talking about a $20 headset. On the back here, we can see the specifications of it. We can see the drivers, the size, what the frequency ranges are, which is about normal for 20 to 20,000. The power consumption and everything across the board, and its interface. On the side here, it just says it has 50mm neodymium drivers. It's soft ear cups, good for music, playing games, deep bass, and movies. So with that being said, it does have a little bit extra bass, more than my liking, but this is a gaming headset, so I'm not totally surprised. The overall packaging is pretty basic. It just has a plastic bubble wrap, and inside of it, it just has the headset and the user manual. Inside the user manual, this will tell you what all of the bells and whistles do. And on the second page, it has more information about the software, which we will cover in a future video on how to set that up. So build quality is not too bad. It's actually rather impressive for this current price point. It feels very sturdy. It feels like high premium plastics. And it feels like it's going to actually last you well more than just a $20 department store headset. Now, the next thing on our list is going to be this microphone. It is a full articulatable arm. You can move it from all the way in front of your face, all the way to the top of your head. It does have some flexibility to get it just right next to your face. It does all the way extend to your mouth. But I'll tell you something that is a little bit crazy is we're going to dive into the headband. It does have a little bit of give. You can move it inside, outside, and the cups move a little bit. But let me just let you hear how this sounds for the headband when you want to change it. Yeah, extremely clicky. Here soon we'll have a sound test of every piece of this headset just so you can get a great idea of just how loud all these pieces are. The ear cup itself is really nice and soft, but very thin, so don't expect a whole lot of cushion against your ears if they are touching it. Alright guys, let's go ahead and do a nice little mic test. We're going to use a control here. This is the mic you've been hearing me use the entire time. Now, let's go ahead and switch over to the N11 mic that's right beside my face. Nothing too crazy. Now, we're going to go ahead and switch back, but we're going to be using SteelSeries sonar to try and enhance the audio more. Alright, now this is going to be the microphone on the N11 with a little bit of extra manipulation that I use to go ahead and bring back a little bit more fidelity with SteelSeries sonar. So as you can tell, not too bad, but definitely better than most $20 headsets, and at least it works, it's clear, and you can communicate with people in-game or out of game. Now to the one thing that I'm not a fan of about this headset, the control center for this headset. On here, you'll have a mute and unmute and two volume sliders, one for your volume and one for the microphone. But the one button in the middle is for the blue LEDs that are for this headset, but it is horrendously clicky. Yeah, just horribly loud. Same for the clip on the back. Not the quietest thing in the world. Now let's check out the sound metering to go along with it. So for the headband, you're looking at 60 to 67 decibels right next to your ear. Now for the boom arm itself, excluding the couple rocks that I did against the table trying to find a good placement, this thing, my room sound, give or take 40 to 41, and so you're only getting up, give or take, 5 decibels. Now, the most violation you'll have, the button goes all the way up to just over 71, almost 72 decibels of that click. Now, that may not seem like much, but that is typically about the sound of a normal vacuum cleaner, or basically driving in a car going about 60 miles an hour of road noise. So overall, that is quite a bit of sound, even outdoing just normal conversation like we are having right now. It's definitely louder than that. It is a really high-pitched click, and you're not going to be using that silently. Now, personally, I think that if they're going to have a giant button like that, it should be changed to the mute button if there's a version 2 of this headset. I think if they take the LED and put it off to the side where the mute is currently, and just switch it either in hardware or software to where that button can now be for muting the headset, I think that's reasonable to a point. Maybe something a little bit less clicky, but not too bad. Overall, it's a pretty well-rounded headset that offers impressive sound quality with a wide range of decent features at the price range. It has a decent compatibility. It's compatible with most devices, laptops, and desktops, at least running Windows 7 and up, and is completely compatible with PS4 and PS5. Sadly, no Switch or Xbox. It is a USB plug-and-play device, which Xbox and Nintendo Switch do not support, but you can use it for just about everything else, and the blue LEDs would technically go with your PS5, so that's a plus if you want to get it for that. Now we can talk about just the few cons it has besides the horrendous sound that comes out of these pieces, is that the ear cups are a little small, so depending on the size of your ears, it may not be that comfortable for you. It does have a black and blue color scheme, so if that doesn't go with your general setup, it may throw off the entire color ratios that you have. But other than that, I think it's a solid headset, especially for the price range. If you have a PS4, PS5, or PC in general, it will work perfectly fine for you, and the software that it comes with seems to do a pretty good job. It's not perfect. I wouldn't expect a full cinematic experience out of a $20 headset and their software, but it is neat, and you can do quite a bit with it. So I think if you guys want to pick it up, I have a link down in the description for the headset on Amazon. So if you want to pick it up, try it out. Again, it's very new, so they definitely need some feedback on this, which again, they could just swap some buttons around. I think it'll be great. But thank you guys so much for watching. I greatly appreciate it. Checking out the first video here on this channel. Don't forget to check out my other channels, which will be down in the description below. If you guys want to check out the esports podcast that I have and the mobile channel that I have, you guys can hop on over there, hit subscribe on all of them to keep up to date. We are going to be trying to get out some weekly videos, so we got plenty more headed your way. Notification bell is a plus. And until next time, guys, I will see you guys later.